Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Thanks for checking me out. So another day driving to work, and just was going to share some really cool things. I'm going to talk a little bit about higher consciousness and what's going on. So where do I start? So I'm just going to talk. So I've been struggling a lot with the Mandela effect. I've been struggling a lot with understanding it, and I believe I finally had a breakthrough where I understand a lot more of what I did before. And what I could tell you is this, that, it's like two-dimensional people, three-dimensional people, and so on, and higher dimensional people. And I've talked about dimensional people before and what constitutes dimensional thinking. You can refer back to other videos that I've made, the 20-minute videos where I describe each level of dimensional consciousness and give examples and footnotes and mathematical constructs to describe them, which was actually, I believe, a first. But anyway, so it's like literally like I'll be somewhere and someone, from the hurt and pain and anguish in their life, like lashes out at me, and you would think you would think that I caused it from them attacking me so much, but then they feel my connection with higher levels of what I'll say thought, of God, of whatever you want to call it, and they get upset in their unconsciousness and they attack. Maybe that happens with you as well. So what I've been doing is I just feel more love, which sounds silly. It sounds I want to say contrite, but it sounds crazy, but I just feel more love and more compassion. And it is so it's difficult, like literally getting you could be hurt and to feel more love, but it's that breaking through the barrier of that negativity really separates higher dimensional thinking from lower dimensional thinking. And what I've had recently is I've been thinking about my relationship with angels, and I didn't realize I had so much negativity towards angels in general, and that's changed, so I feel love. And it's been a difficult process because I was raised up Catholic, and the way I'm raised up is to biblical thinking is hey, with angels, they only listen to God, don't talk to them, don't do this, don't do that. And finally I'm like, I love angels, send out the love vibrations. And it's shocking to me that all these angels basically, I felt, I didn't see them, but I felt they're like, hey, what can we do for you? And they all like show up, like all these angels, like, hey, what do you want us to do? And they are so happy and honored and pleased that it really blew my mind. It brings tears to my eyes. I'm just like, what? Well, if you really want to do something, you could do this. And it's like, boom, it's done. If you really want to do something, it's like, you could do this. It's done. And it's that, fragmentation from ourselves in higher levels of, with negativity, smoothing that out and sending love there. And all of a sudden I got, I've been, sending love, and I have to say, I'm unconscious a lot about the Mandela effect. There's a lot of unconsciousness with me, and it's hard, to grasp it. But then I'm like, I already know. I know what it is, and I know what's going on. But it's just like grasping that unconscious and making it conscious. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I know parts of it and I understand it. But then I'm like, well, I'd like to share that. But then I want to share it. I'm just trying to explain. So then I want to share it, but then it's too higher level. It's too hard to explain. So I'm like, okay, but I'm able to do it using a parable, because with a parable, it depends on what level you're at. If you're at a lower level, you'll just see a parable, you'll see nothing, it doesn't make sense. If you're at the middle level, I'll say it that way, if you're a middle level, you start to, figure it out. Maybe you apply it as a certain part of your life. If you're at a higher level of consciousness, then you're like, oh, wait, I got what he's saying. So you're able to get it on different, levels, depending on where you're at with me doing a parable. So I'm super comfortable speaking in parables, as Isaiah, I believe it was Isaiah 5, and it's just so amazing, the level of love and the level of trust that the Lord gives, to people who love Him. He loves you back and He trusts you. So He's like, here's this information. I trust you. Go ahead. And I'm like, what? How can I know that? I'm not supposed to know that, am I? I'm not supposed to know this. I'm not. But if you love, and then it comes to you, like I said, love and information come together. Anyway, I gotta go, but I just thought I'd share this kind of breakthrough. And it's really amazing. The more you love, the more information you get. I don't think that this makes any sense to anybody, but it's so difficult to be like that, because all this negativity. But just keep loving and keep believing, and things will make sense. All right, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.